Well, folks, we are down in the water. Literally, there's no water in the tank, but that's not what I'm talking about. Unfortunately, our pump has died. So I am going to be doing a little bit of research, checking out the pump, how it works. I mean, I have an idea, obviously, but there's going to be 3, sometimes 6 plungers, and I'm pretty sure those plungers are toast. They're letting too much water past them, and it's not building any pressure. I'll go ahead and hook this up and everything. We're going to hook it directly to a pressure line rather than the buffer tank to give it its best shot. And I'll show you guys kind of what's going on. If it works, I'm going to be pissed because I was just up at Cintas doing the fleet wash up there, and it wasn't working at all. I spent about an hour up there messing around with it. So we're going to play around with it now that we're somewhere where we have some better tools. I'll give you guys an example of what's going on, but basically there's just no pressure. Okay, I already recorded this once, but whatever. So that's house pressure right there, building pressure. Just coming straight from the tank, or from the mains. If I'm being honest, that actually is doing better than it was up there. But I still don't think that's right. It should be a lot more steady. I shouldn't be able to put my hand in front of it that easily. So I'm gonna hook up this hose and we're gonna find out. Okay, we'll find out here now. I've got just the trigger itself hooked up with a 0 tip. That's actually looking good, but again, that's just coming from the house. That's just the building. I wish I actually had that when I was up at Cintas. Even just that would have been fine to rinse it down when I had it up, but you guys didn't see that, so why talk about it? All right, let's see what happens. Yeah, so like I shouldn't even be able to hold it in my hand that easily. It should have a lot more pressure than that. It does build the pressure and then cuts out when it's up to pressure, but as soon as you pull the trigger, it's like almost nothing. I'm going to put another tip on there just to kind of give you a better example of how little pressure there is. Hold on. Okay, so it's splurting there. Start it up. Be a lot more than that. So what I'll be doing here is I'm going to pop off, obviously turn off the water, take everything off. We're going to pop off each of these. Behind these are little pistons, plungers, and that's what actually makes the pressure. Potentially we might have to take the whole manifold off. I don't really want to do that because that's getting into things that I'm not 100% sure on. I guess that's all the more reason to take it apart. Alright guys, take a negative into a positive. I guess we're learning something today. Yay. All right. So I got this one loose here. I'll undo that. I am expecting some springs behind it. I haven't done this myself, but I've seen it done. So now this is actually under warranty, so I'm hoping I can just get these parts kind of replaced. So that's that. It's not telling me much. Let's get the other 2 off. We got on the bench here, but before we start working on it, I think we just got to clean the bench up at least a little bit here. Something I've been putting off way too long, and I'm sure my shopmates have loved me for it. So I am going to finally do something about it. Problem is that I've been putting it off because I keep thinking it'll be moving out right away, but it's never the case so far. Clean up here while I do that, and then I will have a clear space, a clear mind to work on that pump. Just having a quick gander at it here. I mean, I'm not really sure 100% what I'm looking for, but I feel like as soon as it shows its ugly face, we'll know. So over on the pump side, or on the gear side, we've got our plungers, pistons maybe. I suppose those are probably better called pistons. So in here, again, still not really seeing too much wrong. I'm gonna take a closer look. We'll even turn it over here a bit, just kind of see what that's doing. Make sure ignition is off, but we'll actually use the pull cord and see what that does. I mean, those look like they're moving to me. I want to take the plug out here so I can turn it over better. But those do look fine. Well, that'll do. That's going to get me started anyways on this cute little itty-bitty pump. This is a 4-gallon per minute pump that you get from Harbor Freight or Princess Auto. How am I not surprised that is not pumping? Alright, well, hopefully there's a warranty under it. I mean, I know that there is. I just don't know how to do it. So that's something I'll have to figure out. In the meantime, I'm going to try and dismantle this a little more. See if I can find the problem. I don't want to lose these little washers either. The rest of them are on the other bolts. A bit more. So this is the head of the pump. We're going to dig in here and grab the valves out of the pump. See what they look like. To do that, we're just going to take a needle nose. We're going to go in here. We're going to pull it out. It takes a little bit of force, but not too much. These look okay. I will say though that this one did come out as I pulled it out. That could have been just because that's just what happened as I pulled it out. Also, it could be the problem. So we'll go ahead and put that back on and we'll keep digging down and see if we see any other hints of issues. Just doing a little more troubleshooting, and yeah, I'm watching videos online. Of course I am. Why wouldn't I? I didn't take the whole pump off. I didn't think there's going to be an issue with that. And sure enough, one of the issues that can happen is the seals behind these plungers can leak. And if they did, it would be going into the oil, which it's not doing, which is great news. Obviously, that would be more milky. It would also be full. So I'm not too worried about these. I don't think there's an issue with this part of the pump itself. So I've got these 2 or 3 valves out. Checking them, they do squeeze okay. So you kind of want to just make sure that the spring that's inside of it is pushing in and coming out. Let me just put this down here, make it easier to see. Set this down here, give you guys a better example. So yeah, here's the valve itself. Turn it, and you just kind of want to make sure that as you push it, the spring is going in, coming out, going in, coming out. Just double check all these seals and washers and O-rings and all that fun stuff as well. That will also cause your pump to fail. This is the pressure side. So on the pump itself, and this is what I'm understanding so far, and I could be very wrong. You dumbass. We've got our inlet here, so it's going to come through here and through the valves under here. Those are going to be in an opposite direction inside, or they're going to push in a different direction inside. And it's going to push up to the outlet, up through over to the unloader. The unloader here, and then if you have soap, it's going to pick up some of that on its way out to your lance. Pretty simple system, really. I'm going to try a little harder at getting these valves out. I think maybe these come undone somehow. These are seals in here, so we'll check those as well. Alright, these are actually not that difficult. They just pull out, so I've just been grabbing it like this and pull. All right, let's have a look at these seals. Let's see if I can see it together, guys. All right. This way. They are a little mangled up, but I think that might have been partially me. Now, you know, honestly, these do look like they've maybe flattened out. Probably wouldn't hurt to get another valve kit. But what I'll do is put this all back together. I'm going to get those other valves out. I'll put those back together, see if it works. If it does, yay. If not, then at least I know how to do this. It'll be a lot faster the next time. This is yet another reason why I would love to have a soft wash pump. It's just another option. Because with fleet washes, soft washing actually would work just fine. This valve or this seal looks, you know, they all do look a little dirty, so I'll probably just kind of clean those up a bit. I still want to get those other valves out. I'm just looking for the smoking gun. I really hope that there's something that's like, hey, this is the problem and it needs to be fixed. It'd be cool if it's just like an O-ring that's out of place. So let's go ahead and have a look at these other ones here. Hopefully I can get my needle nose in there. Actually, maybe I can do it with you guys. It's not that heavy. Okay, let's see if I can get my pliers in here. And we're just gonna grab the valve. I don't know if you guys can see me doing this, but we'll see the valve come out though. Hopefully if I can get it out. I'm sure my other needle nose that worked a little better because they're a little thinner. But because the bit of a chase down here to get them. No, that's not good. It is coming out though. Come on, smoking gun. Oh, you bitch. Okay, I'm gonna cut. You guys are seeing what I'm doing. Just grab those from the side. I wasn't recording. Yeah, it was. Well, I can't find anything immediately wrong. All these look okay. I will say that the bottom part here on 2 of these ones got stuck down there. They could be the problem. In fact, if they're stuck down there, probably exactly the problem, I suppose. Maybe not. Anyways, I'm just gonna put it back together, hope for the best. If it's still not working, then I will run to Princess Auto, get some new valves, and try again at this. I'm gonna need to get a better tool for pulling these out. A couple of these are very, very difficult to pull out on these ones. So I wanna get like something like that, where you squeeze and it expands. So I'll do that. I had a very big block in brain. I may have actually caused damage that I didn't need to do at all. It's been a while since I've worked in the sands. I don't have a banjo filter. Gee, I wonder if that's the cause. Let me turn my flash on. Try this. Oh, flash. I'm a dumbass. So, yeah, I'll be getting a banjo filter. Thankfully, there is a little tiny itty bitty filter in there that caught all that debris. Wow. I'm a dumbass. Well, I hope I didn't mess it up with those valves, because I was eating away at those pretty good. They all looked okay. But using the tools that I had, I just, you know, kind of mangled up the valves pretty good. So hopefully it's okay. I didn't notice that. I was taking the unloader off, or this piece here off, just because I was curious. And as I was doing that, I was like, ooh, gross. I feel like a jerk, like a dumbass right now, but whatever, you live, you learn. That does mean I can probably pump this or put this back on and probably go back up and actually make that money that I didn't want to lose on today. It's already pretty late. I've got 3 clients to go to. I'm going to try my best. Imagine that. There's a lot more flow coming out of that. I can't believe that unplugging it would make it work. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I got a little bit of time left, so I guess I'll just head up to the client again and clean them. Hopefully today goes fast. This week has not been a very dirty day. The first client already has 2 trucks at least that I won't have to do. Second client prefers that I don't do trucks if I can help it, just specifically the dirty trucks. And the other one, they're pretty good good about wanting their trucks clean, if it's even just a little bit dirty. On the city trucks, trailers, they don't care about as much. So it's gonna be quick, it's gonna be easy, I hope. And then, yeah, and this pump obviously is gonna work better, because I did notice a little while ago, like last time I was working, that there was a lack of pressure. It was taking its time to build up pressure. My spinner tip wasn't working as well as I thought it would. I'm gonna try that again now, because it's a great tip to have, but it really wasn't doing what I thought it would. So we'll try it again. Maybe that's been a problem for a while. I mean, I know it has been, because things have been taking its time to build up pressure, and then eventually, you know, I can get through the day and whatever. But oh man, that makes so much sense, because like I'll let off the trigger and then put back on the trigger, and sometimes it'll have a little extra power, a little extra pressure, enough to get through. Today it just wasn't. So clearly that was a mistake on my part. I'm very glad that it has that screen in there so it didn't go through the pump. Probably, I mean, it looked like just little bits of paper and stuff, so more than likely it would have been fine, but it still would have like plugged up the gun and everything, although that would have given it away too as to what the problem is. So, but still, I'd much rather find out this way than letting it go through the pump. You don't want that debris to go through the pump, because then you're going to be replacing valves, which I tried to do just now, and mangled them up pretty good. So I'm going to go and pick up some valves before that breaks down, and yeah, so no knock against Pro Point, Princess Auto, Harbor Freight, whatever. This was entirely my fault. I overthought it. I thought something a lot bigger was wrong, and it turned out it was just plugged. So I will be picking up a banjo filter as part of my next sort of preventative maintenance items. Money is short, so the screen is going to have to do, I guess, for now. I'm very glad, though, that that happened. It was a learning experience, and that's really how you have to kind of look at this stuff. When those pistons do fail, I'll know how to fix it. I'll know how to take it apart entirely. I also know better which tools that I should get to assist at getting those valves out without mangling them up so much. They don't need to be mangled up that much when you're pulling them out. Just got to find the right tool. Ideally, if you're pulling your valves out, you're replacing them all anyways. We're gonna run up, see how this works today. Okay, I am gonna cut it short here now. You guys have seen plenty of fleet washing. Very happy to say April. The second week of April is fully booked. So, as I said, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna put everything away. If anything does come up, I will pop back in here, let you know. Other than that, we are ready to go. It is 2 o'clock. Not as late as I thought it would be. So, okay, enough diddle daddling. I gotta go. Oh yeah, like, comment, subscribe, do all those things, because it helps. It really helps. So, and I love you guys all for it. I think I have 23 subscribers for it. Hi, 23.